Good afternoon, Tony Walker here. Gonna make a super duper quick video. Hopefully I can stick on target and not sidetrack. Gonna make a video for you on an Amazon Kindle Oasis 2nd generation. That is an Amazon Kindle Oasis e-reader 2nd generation. A few preliminary matters out of the way. Let me say, number one, it was a refurbished product. I bought this probably, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 months ago, somewhere in there. So this isn't a new product video review. This has been used for coming up on a year, getting close to it. And so it was purchased refurbished, and I think that was a wise decision. The only difference in getting a refurbished product from Amazon, it'll come in a box like this compared to the box that you would see at maybe Best Buy or Target, or really that's probably the only places I've ever seen a Kindle in public that you could purchase in a store. But it will come in this instead of a blue colored Amazon Kindle box. Little tidbit, if you want to go the refurbished route, I think that is a smart decision, because it looks like every time I've bought a refurbished product from Amazon, you're getting something that looks brand new, or at least it does in my eyes. It's probably something that just got open and they didn't like it and returned, and they get all the fingerprints off and stick it in a box like this. So I think going the route of getting a refurbished Kindle from Amazon is a wise decision, because number one, you can save a good bit of money off the price that you would buy the new one for, or secondly, you can get an upgraded version for almost about the same price as the entry-level version. Now, what I mean by that is the price point for this Amazon Kindle Oasis 2nd generation e-reader. If you get the entry-level model, you're going to get 8 gigabytes. You're going to get Wi-Fi connection only, and you will have advertisements on your screensaver. Or I call it the screensaver. Instead of seeing a screen with pictures, you're going to see them trying to sell you a book, and you have to swipe and make it go away. So the entry-level model, you're going to get 8 gigs, Wi-Fi only, and advertisements. If you go the refurbished route like I did, I got 32 gigs instead of 8 gigs. I got free 4G connection instead of Wi-Fi only, but it does have Wi-Fi also, but Wi-Fi plus the 4G with no monthly cost or anything like that. And I got the special offers, as they call it, the advertisements removed from the home screen. And all that by paying almost the same price as the entry-level model. The only difference is I get a brown cardboard box instead of a blue new box, and it says refurbished on the sticker right here. But personally, that doesn't bother me, because I got a super good deal on the device, and I got the top of the line model for almost the same price as the entry-level model by going refurbished versus new. So if you've ever been on the fence about that, I'd say that you can't go wrong. So check out those prices before you click buy on something from Amazon for their devices that they offer refurbished. All right, so if you buy refurbished, you're going to get this cardboard box. They no longer make this, or to my knowledge, I haven't looked lately, but I know at the time they were having trouble with this cover. And the reason they were having trouble is because this is not a case that the device snaps into. This is a cover that attaches magnetically. So as you can see, my cover does not fall off. I can dangle it, I can swing it, and it's on there for good. Not everybody was blessed to get that, have that draw in the lottery. There were some people who saying they just open it up and, they just do this and the thing falls off. Some people, I think I read one thing where Amazon had thought about trying to redo the location of the magnets or something and try to make it stay on stronger, and then I think they just ended up scrapping that plan. Last I heard, unless there's been some kind of update. So the reason I like a cover instead of a case is a cover you can just easily remove, and since it attaches magnetically, whereas if you get a case where the device actually snaps in, if you want to for a lighter weight reading experience without the case, if you had that case, you'd have to pry it off the corners and bend the plastic, and so I like the cover scenario myself. So if you're able to find one of these, like I did on eBay, I think I bought mine on eBay from somebody somewhere in the England area for like 20 bucks, and I think it was free or super cheap shipping, and it came in like less than a week. At one time, these things were selling for an outrageous amount just because you couldn't find them anywhere. Amazon had stopped making them. So was able to get that at a great discount as well. So all around, got a super good price on the whole package. Now, a little bit about the device. If you go back and watch a video I made, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, somewhere in there, when I first, became aware of began using the Amazon e-reader line, I talked about why I bought one and, the benefits of it and things. So you can go back and watch that if you're interested in my thoughts on that. But, I would say, you may be saying the same thing I said. Why would I buy an e-reader when I have a tablet, or I can read on my computer screen in a bunch of different colors? Why would I buy something that's black and white? But, a device that is made for one specific purpose, sometimes that means that one specific purpose is going to be achieved in a better way than a device that is intended to do a bunch of different things. So this device is not for email, not for FaceTime, not for texting, not for phone calls, not for videos. I'm not going to be able to do anything like that on here, but what you can do is read. Look at words and read. When you finish reading the page, you can swipe. When you finish reading the page, you can tap, or when you finish reading the page, you can use these buttons over here. It does have a, I'm forgetting the word, accelerometer, I think it is, to detect the orientation of the device. So when it's in your left hand, it does that. When it's in your right hand, it flips. So you don't have to go into the settings and adjust that manually. Another thing about the Amazon Kindle Oasis 2nd generation is it has Bluetooth built in. Now, with the Bluetooth being built in, it does not have a speaker so that you can listen to things, but with the Bluetooth, you can connect to a speaker or to headphones. And if you have, now let me make this clear so there's no confusion. If you want to listen to an audiobook of what you're reading, you must also have purchased the audiobook from Audible and the ebook from Amazon. So if you're in a book, let me go back. Let's see. Okay, here we are. You can see right here on the screen, there's a headphone on this book and a headphone on this book, but not a headphone in the corner of this book. What that means is I can read and listen to this book. I can read and listen to this book, but I can only read this book. So, for example, Knowing God by J.I. Packer. Going along, read, get tired of reading, want to listen to it. So I get my speaker and I connect to it and I tap these headphones down here. And I can press play and listen to it through the speakers. When I get tired of listening to it play through an external connected device, connected via Bluetooth, go back here, tap reading, and I'm back on words and printed words. So that's that. If you're watching this video, you're probably familiar with how the Kindles work anyway, but just wanted to make that clear. There is a way to have it read words that you have not purchased, so you don't have the audiobook. That would be under the accessibility features, but it's kind of troublesome to set up, and then you have to learn all these gestures that do different things. So I imagine for those who actually need that as a feature, for them it's probably a tremendous blessing. But for the device actually being advertised to do that, it's not really something everybody is going to use. So you can do that, but it's not going to be in a natural sounding voice. It's going to be in a computer sounding voice, and it's not actually reading the book, each individual book a certain way or whatever I'm trying to say. It's just going to read everything on the screen. So if you go back to this screen and start tapping these buttons, it's going to start reading all kind of things. One thing I do like about the Kindle Oasis 2nd generation is that it has a 7-inch screen instead of a 6-inch screen, so that 1 inch does make a pretty good size difference. You can almost fit about another paragraph on the page. And then one thing that I really like, that up until recently was only on this device, but it is on the new Paperwhite that just came out a few months ago, is the black screen with white words. Now, it's probably not going to mean all that much here on the video camera, but if you're in a dark environment, you're reading in bed, your spouse is asleep or trying to sleep, and you're staying up reading, this actually cuts down on the light a whole lot. So there's no glow coming off of it or anything like that. So good nighttime reading experience. Go in the settings, accessibility. I can turn that off and go back, and it's going to look like what you would expect normal. This device does have 2 light sensors. It has one above this button and one below this button. And what that means is under the brightness, instead of me having to manually configure the brightness level based on the environment of the room I'm in, you have auto brightness checked, and it will automatically adjust that for you. So so that is just a little overview of a Kindle Oasis 2nd generation e-reader from Amazon. Just as a way of comparison, this is a Amazon Voyage. One thing I like about this is it has the tactical or tactile buttons. Not tactical, but I think tactile is the right way to put it. So there's no buttons that you actually feel, but up under the glass screen, I should have mentioned that on there, it's glass screen, not plastic, I believe. You have a reverse button right here and a forward button right here, and you have that no matter which hand you're holding it with. So give you an idea. So there's the difference in the device size. So this has a 6-inch screen. This has the 7-inch screen, which does make the screen a little bit bigger. The only reason I hang on to this one is because in this smaller format, it is just the right size where I can slip that in my back pocket, back pant pocket. So if I'm going to a restaurant, doctor's office, taking my kids somewhere, know I'm going to have a few minutes to read, if I want to bring this along, I can slide this in my back pocket or some pants on my cargo pocket, and it just fits in there really well. This device, the 1-inch bigger, and it does have a different profile, whereas this is a symmetrical device. This is an asymmetrical device. This one isn't going to fit in any pant pocket or even cargo pocket really that I have. So so that's kind of the reason I held on to this one. Usually I'll sell stuff to upgrade or sell this or that to buy that or this. But the small form factor on this one makes me really not want to give this one up, especially because Amazon stopped making them. So you can't find these anymore, but these you can. So that's just a little bit of information about the Amazon Kindle Oasis 2nd generation with the standing water-safe fabric gray cover that you can't find anymore, compared to an Amazon Kindle Voyage that you can't pretty much find anymore unless you go eBay or something like that. And then the device itself. So go the refurbished route so you can upgrade, get quadruple the storage, double the connectivity options, and those good old advertisements removed without having to shell out $20 so you don't have to look at advertisements. So that's that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those. A lot of times I try to put a good bit of research into the products I buy, because when I buy them, I plan on keeping them and using them for a long time. So if you have a question, leave it in the comments. There's a good chance I've thought of it or looked up the answer myself. I'll be glad to help you there if I can. If you have any questions about the Amazon or Kindle e-reader ecosystem, how this file works, how you get this document to this device, or reading features or options, or font size, or uploading custom fonts, all those kind of things. When it comes to the software, I'll answer questions like that in the comments if I can. But this was just to kind of show a little bit about the physical size and buttons and cover and features and things like that. feel free to check out the website. That is www.preachertony.com. If you have any questions, send me an email. That address is tony@preachertony.com. I've got Facebook. I've got Twitter. I've got, obviously, YouTube. There's a podcast on iTunes, and there's probably maybe something or two I'm forgetting on top of that. So if you go to preachertony.com, look at the very bottom of the page, you'll see all those different social and contact ways to get in touch with me. And as far as the YouTube channel here goes, got a little bit of everything for everyone, or maybe a few things for a few people, but hope they may be of interest to you. You've got Amazon, you've got e-readers, you have a few a video or two about Apple software, this or that kind of feature. Trying to remember now. You've got some videos about knives, multi-tools, flashlights, EDC, Bible studies, sermons, Bible reviews, and probably a little bit of other things that I'm forgetting in my old age. All right, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all those good things, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.